Hey guys, and welcome back for another video. Today we are going to talk about my team selection and my expectations from the final game week of the season. Please tell me in comments if you have any problems and any issues with the sound. Is my voice is clear, and or should I raise it maybe? Tell me if there any problem with my voice. Is it clear to start discussing my topics for this double game week, for this final game week? Okay, welcome back guys for another video. Today we are going to talk about sounds good to miss. Okay, thank you Pedro. We'll start by, okay guys, thank you. We'll start by discussing my impressions and expectation from this final game week. Finally, it's a single game week, but not just a single game week. I expect it to be a high scoring game week, as we found and noticed in the recent seasons that the final game week is always a high scoring game week. It can easily get goals like if it's a double game week. Okay guys, but make sure that you make your transfer as late as possible, as we might get some leaks about the early team news tomorrow. Also expect some rotations. May find Salah is benched, may find Haaland as benched as well. So make your transfer as late as possible. This is my plan. I still didn't any transfer yet. I will wait for the final leaks and wait for any possible rotations. It's always a high scoring game week, so not expecting many clean sheets this game week. We might get only 1 or 2 clean sheets according to the assistant manager tools and the predictions. It's expected to get only clean sheet from Everton or maybe Arsenal. Both are playing an easy game. Everton will be in a good situation, playing at home against Bournemouth, which is not fighting for anything and playing for fun. Expect may get a clean sheet for this game week, and also Arsenal at home might get another clean sheet. So Liverpool still has a chance, but I think we might get some rotations. Robertson may be benched. We may find Tsimikas starting. I think making transfer as late as possible will be the best strategy for this game. Wilson a captain. I think Wilson is great big for this game week, but still not a captain option. Still a good option, but not to be. I think there is many good options. May get better points and better returns, more returns more than him. I will discuss this topic about captaincy and my preferred captain, but I will share with you my team first and my tips for this final game week. I think regarding the top transfer target and my top transfer target for this game week, I highly consider Eze from Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace playing against Nottingham Forest. They are finally staying in Premier League, not have anything to play for, or Crystal Palace playing at home. Eze in the last 2 game weeks who were so advanced and on some set pieces, still on penalties as Zaha is injured. He's my top transfer target for this game week. He was starting alongside him, make him has less defensive duties. And thank you, good evening. Okay, what Eze is one of my top transfer target. Watkins still a good shout for this game week, playing against Brighton, the exhausted Brighton have nothing to play for, so expecting some returns from Watkins, especially in counter attacks. Tsimikas, my band from Liverpool defense, as most Liverpool won't be risked for this game week. Meaningless game week and meaningless fixture for Liverpool. Okay, regarding Kane is still a great shout and great captain pick as well for this final game week. Personally, I think Eze, Harry Kane, one of my best transfer targets for this game week. Really hope Haaland is benched. As I mentioned and as I promised you, I will go against Haaland this time again. Last 3 times we win and beated Erling Haaland, Salah, Wilson, and finally Bruno Fernandes. All of them scored more points than Erling Haaland. This time I will go with a differential captain, won't captain Erling Haaland anymore. So I hope Haaland is benched, but I think I expect him to start, to be honest, and maybe benched, maybe substituted after 60 minutes. So it will be clear and obvious that when Haaland, we know that he's benched, it will be the obvious transfer to get Harry Kane instead of him, but still make sure Harry Kane is your premium to get. If any of your premiums is benched, if Salah is benched, Salah can easily be benched. It's, as I mentioned, meaningless fixture for Liverpool, so he can be benched. In this case, I will switch from Salah to Kane, may downgrade Salah to Eze, and upgrading one of my forwards to Harry Kane. This will be my plan in case of Erling Haaland or Salah is benched. So Harry Kane, my transfer target for this game week. Eze, great transfer target for this game week. Shaw was a doubtful, but fortunately he's pictured today and trained with the team. Mostly he's starting against Fulham. If we got some information he's not starting, I think I have only 2 options to switch: Shaw to Tsimikas or maybe Tarkowski from Everton. I think selecting and suggesting a free hit draft for this game week wouldn't be a good idea unless we have some team leaks and expectation about who will be benched, who will start. So I think suggesting a free hit now will be a meaningless. If we got some news about some players benched, may I suggest a free hit draft. Half of them are benched, really expecting very heavy rotation tomorrow. So I think in this time we'll be searching for any news and about who is starting, who's benched. So it's more important than any other game week to wait for leaks, expecting many leaks to be available for tomorrow, but only depend on reliable sources. We have some guys on Twitter. I will share with you any news I will get, and we'll retweet and post it on YouTube as well on Instagram. So be alert and be active during this period. Regarding captaincy, I think Haaland, Salah, Kane, Rashford, as I mentioned in my tip sheet, are the best guys to get. I'll share with you now my team. Okay guys, this is my team. I have Steele in goal, still not my captain. Captain is still not confirmed and not discussed it with you. So my captaincy won't Steele, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Trippier, and Luke Shaw in defense. and Erling Haaland, Wilson. My forwards, I think Mahrez or Salah or even McAllister, one of them might be benched. Who is benched, I will sell him. If no one is benched, mostly I'm selling. Mahrez wasn't in good condition and not in good form. Haaland and Wilson up front may upgrade Greenwood from the bench to be a Kane. We get Haaland to Kane. This is my plans and my strategy for the final game week. As I mentioned, it's a high scoring game week, so don't hesitate to get some bunts like Eze, Harry Kane, maybe Odegaard as well. Regarding Everton, guys, I will rely on their defenders, not expecting many points from their midfielders. So this is my expectation and my plans. Regarding captaincy, it's between Mo Salah and Harry Kane. Mostly will be one of them. I think I prefer Mo Salah. Mo Salah is playing for a better attacking team. Liverpool is much better than Tottenham. I know Tottenham are still struggling and fighting for qualifying for the Conference League. But still, Liverpool are good and better team. And also, Southampton is much weaker than Leeds. Southampton have nothing to fight for. Leeds is still fighting for the Champions League, for being out from the relegation zone to stay in the Premier League. It will be a tough game. Salah is better captaincy option rather than Harry Kane, but still tricky decision and tough decision. Rashford is a great shout for this game week. Really think of captain him. I think I want to go for any other option. Salah may be my captain for this final game week. Rashford is still a good differential one, and I think I may trust him as well. I think now we can discuss with you any of your questions and discuss any potential transfers and what to do with your mini league. By the way, in my mini league, the gap between me and Joseph was around 20 points. It's decreased now to 15, but I think the final game week with some expectation, some players may be benched, some players may start. It will be a good chance to chase and beat him. You also can beat your rival easily if you could sell the players that's benched and get the better and the proper players for this game week. Okay, we can now sorry guys, we can now share your questions. I will be active and reply for it. If you have any question, please send it now. Wilson is a good option against Chelsea, but not a captain option for me, to be honest. Yeah, Joelinton to Odegaard is a great option as well, and Eze is a good captaincy option. I might get him, but not to be a captain still. Crystal Palace not playing for anything, might see a boring game, might see a good and high scoring game. It will be a risky, to be honest. I think you should follow your gut for this. option. Don't have a goalkeeper, Ramsdale or Pickford. I think it depends on your team. If you have an Arsenal defender, goes Pickford. If you have no Arsenal defender, goes Ramsdale. It's team dependent, and as well it's a budget dependent. Konate mostly not fit and may not start tomorrow. Eze is a good pick and a good transfer target for this game week, but not to be a captain's option. Not a captain's option for me. It's still a good punt, but still tricky and risky, to be honest. Anthony, I think Eze is the obvious replacement for Anthony. Ramsey is still good option, but to be honest, Brighton is still good team defensively. Not the best team in away games. And away games are still suffering, but if you compare between Brighton and Nottingham Forest, I think Nottingham Forest more leaky and may get and concede many goals rather than Brighton. Maddison or Mahrez, I think both of them are poor options, and Mahrez is my team but not good option for me at all. Maddison still fighting for the relegation zone. Not expecting Leicester to stay in the Premier League, to be honest. Last game week against Newcastle United, they have only one shot inside the box during the whole match. A really frustrating team and not good at all. By the way, Maddison was benched against Newcastle United for the last game week, so no good and no high expectation from him. Salah or Kane for captaincy, as I mentioned, Sweeney, as I mentioned during this live stream, I slightly prefer Salah. Salah playing for a better attacking team, and in addition, he's still playing against more leaky team and a team not playing for anything and not fighting for relegation maybe, but Leeds will be fighting tomorrow. I think the better team is Liverpool, the worst team is Southampton. It's the better fixture to target, to be honest. Any questions and any problems to solve it with you? My most and best top tip for this game week is to wait as late as possible for any news, any leaks about teams who is starting, who's benched, but don't be deceived by some unknown player, unknown accounts, or go and depend only on reliable sources, and I will share with you and retweet any reliable sources we got tomorrow. Thanks guys for watching. Thanks for watching me during this season. I might go live again tomorrow and might not. If I will go live, I will tell you about my plans, about any news we get, and still we can send and put your comments and your question in comments. Firmino is still a good option. I think he might start as well. As I mentioned in my tips, I think the best three forwards bearing Harry Kane, mid-priced forwards, are Firmino, Gabriel Jesus and Watkins for this game week. Wilson is a great shout as well, but most of us own Wilson, so not a transfer target, already on him. Thanks guys for watching. I will share with you any updates regarding my team and regarding any leaks we will get tomorrow. We might go for another live stream tomorrow. I will announce it on Twitter and YouTube and also on Instagram, so make sure you are following me on this channels. Who to sell for easy, Mitoma or McAllister? I think it's a good question. Just wait to know who is starting. Is Mitoma is starting, I'll keep him and sell McAllister. So it's pretty obvious. The benched one, he's will be sold. But if we got news that both of them are starting, I would sell McAllister. McAllister is still deep and not good on eye test or even for stats. Mitoma is a much better option if both are starting. But if only one is starting, sell the benched one. Thanks guys for your support for during this season. I will share with you some tips maybe tomorrow. Hey Ziad, thank you. Captain Firmino still a good differential pick. I think if you have a low rank, you can go with him. But still, my plan is to get the best options for this game week. Regarding you are chasing or not, not problem for me. I will go with the best options. I think Salah, if starting, will be a better option, but Salah is benched and Firmino starting, it will be a great option and a great pick, to be honest. Thanks guys for watching. Kindly drop a like and subscribe, and waiting for any of your comments for this video. Thank you.